Floyd Mayweather Jr. is an American professional boxer, promoter, and former professional boxer. He was born Floyd Joy Sinclair on the 24th of February 1977. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., is a former welterweight contender. Floyd Jr. was born with his mother's surname but became Mayweather shortly thereafter. He comes from a long line of professional boxers. Not only did his father compete professionally, but his uncles Jeff and the late Roger Mayweather were also professional boxers. Floyd Jr. competed between 1996 and 2015 and made a one-fight comeback in 2017 when he entered the ring with Conor McGregor, a superstar MMA fighter. Remember to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel for more videos on your favorite celebrities. Floyd never really stood a chance in doing anything other than boxing, because boxing has been a part of his life since his early childhood, and he says himself that he never seriously considered any other profession. While today Floyd has everything money can buy and more, he had an incredibly rough childhood to say the very least. He grew up in a one-bedroom apartment with his drug addict mother in the Huron Square neighborhood of New Brunswick, New Jersey, where his mother had relatives. Floyd says he would more often than not come home from school and find used heroin needles in the front yard. He says, "People don't know the hell I've been through." Floyd has also had less than flattering things to say about his early relationship with his father. He claims that for the most time his father spent with him was taking him to the gym to train and work on his boxing, adding, "I don't remember him taking me anywhere or doing anything that a father would do with a son, going to the park or to the movies or to get ice cream." Floyd Sr. completely denied the claims and said, "Even though his daddy did sell drugs, I didn't deprive my son. The drugs I sold, he was a part of it. He had plenty of food. He had the best clothes and I gave him money. He didn't want for anything." During his early childhood, Floyd would move from household to household, living in turns with his mother, then his father, and sometimes his grandmother. While his father went to jail on a drug trafficking charge in 1993, Floyd was sent to live with his grandmother. Though it was a time during which his father was incarcerated that boxing became his outlet and solace. In 1995, when Floyd was 18 years old, he dropped out of school and focused all of his energy on boxing. He says he made the decision knowing that he would have to become the one who takes care of his mother, and school just wasn't important at that time, and he was going to have to box to earn a living. While Floyd is currently retired on an undefeated record, he had an amateur record of 84-8 in 1993, 1994, and 1996, which isn't bad at all seeing that it was right at the start of his career. Today, Floyd has several nicknames, including TBE, which stands for the best ever, and Floyd Money Mayweather, which comes from his ridiculously large net worth, which you'll definitely want to hear about more, so keep watching. But back in the day, Floyd's amateur teammates called him Pretty Boy because he had relatively few scars as a result of his defensive techniques, something his father and uncle, the late Roger Mayweather, taught him. In his orthodox defensive stance, Mayweather often utilizes the shoulder roll, an old-school boxing technique in which the right hand is held normally or slightly higher than normal, the left hand is down around the midsection, and the lead shoulder is lifted high on the cheek in order to cover the chin and block punches. During his career, Floyd won 15 major world titles, including the ring in 5 weight classes and the lineage championship in 4 weight classes, twice at welterweight. As an amateur, Floyd won a bronze medal in the featherweight division at the 1996 Olympics, 3 U.S. Golden Glove championships at light flyweight, and featherweight, and the U.S. National Championship at featherweight. His titles also include Fighter of the Decade for the 2010s, a title given to him by the Boxing Writers Association of America. Furthermore, he is a 2-time winner of the Rings Magazine Fighter of the Year Award, a 3-time winner of the BWAA Fighter of the Year Award, and a 6-time winner of the Best Fighter ESPY Award. In 2016, ESPN ranked him as the greatest boxer pound for pound of the last 25 years. In July 2020, Boxing Rec ranked him as the 2nd greatest boxer of all time. Floyd is also referred to as the best defensive boxer in history, as well as being the most accurate puncher since the existence of CompuBox, having the highest plus-minus ratio in recorded boxing history. And the impressive stats don't stop there. Floyd has had a record 26 consecutive wins in world title fights, 23 fights in lineal title fights, 24 wins against former or current world titleists, 12 wins against former or current lineal champions, and 4 wins against International Boxing Hall of Fame inductees. With a career as successful as Floyd's, it's no surprise that he has a net worth currently estimated. Are you ready for this? Floyd's estimated net worth in 2021 stands at $560 million. He is one of the most lucrative pay-per-view attractions of all time in any sport. He topped the Forbes and Sports Illustrated list of the 50th highest-paid athletes of 2012 and 2013, and the Forbes list again in both 2014 and 2015, listing him as the highest-paid athlete in the world. Floyd has generated approximately 24 million pay-per-view buys and 1.67 billion in revenue throughout his career, surpassing the likes of former top pay-per-view attractions including Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, Oscar De La Hoya, and Manny Pacquiao. And Floyd makes absolutely no secret of his fortune, nor of how he spends it. His $40 million car collection, yes, you heard it right, he has had two separate car collections actually, and together they're estimated to be worth $40 million. Half of his collection is in Las Vegas, and the other half is in Los Angeles. Both collections consist of the exact same cars. It's just that one collection has black cars and the other has all white cars. So that's his two collections. One are a bunch of black cars and the one are a bunch of white cars. Because why not, right? The exception to the rule of all the cars being either white or black comes in the form of a Bugatti Veyron. One of the four that Mayweather owns comes in red and silver. Floyd prefers a very select few brands of cars such as Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Bugatti, Mercedes, and Lamborghini. In 2017, Floyd bought a beautiful mansion in Los Angeles. Built in 1992, the mansion set him back $25 million. The property comes with 6 bedrooms, 10 baths, a cinema, gym, and sits just a 5-minute walk from the famous Beverly Hills Hotel. In 2018, he bought a $10 million mansion in Las Vegas. The Vegas estate has a 16,357 square foot mansion, 2 guest houses, a pool house, a small vineyard, and an underground garage. Something else Floyd seems to love throwing money at are watches. In 2018, Floyd spent a sickening $18 million on a Jewel of Note encrusted watch he bought from the jeweler Tadashi Fukushima. Excuse me for a second while I just throw up real quick. Floyd also has an $80,000 plus collection of Louis Vuitton shoes, a $49,000 300 Gucci luggage truck, a $40 million Gulfstream G450 private jet, and a Bentley golf cart, estimated to have cost somewhere between $15,000 and $20,000. Again, because why not, right? On to his slightly complicated family life. Floyd has 5 children. 4 are his biological children, and 1 is an adoptive child. Devion Cromwell is the son of one of Floyd's ex-girlfriends, Melissa Brim. Devion is referred to as Floyd's adopted son because Floyd raised him, but never formally adopted him. To say that Floyd has a troubled and confusing love life is putting it mildly, trust me. But we're gonna try and lay it all out for you, so try keep up. He spent around 80 years dating model Chantel Jackson until their eventual separation in 2014. The pair got engaged in 2010, but things never went further from there. After the breakup, Floyd alleged that Jackson preferred to focus more on her professional career than on their relationship, claiming that the model had aborted twin babies that the couple were expecting because Jackson did not want to become a mother at that time. If that's true, terrible, toxic. But Mayweather's most rowdy and problematic relationship was with the mother of 3 of his children, Josie Harris. Their relationship started to erode when the boxer became suspicious Josie was having an affair. From there, according to Josie, Mayweather became violent and abused her physically and mentally. Floyd even went to prison in 2012 for 6 months after Josie's allegations of physical assault from the boxer in 2010. In 2020, Josie was sadly found dead in a car in California. The Los Angeles Police Department ruled that she died due to a drug overdose. At the moment, it would appear as if Floyd has found love once again. If reports are true, Floyd just got engaged to his stripper girlfriend, Anna Monroe, who is the head stripper at his Las Vegas club, Girl Collection. Floyd Mayweather is currently retired at the age of 44, though in November 2020, rumors of his return to boxing started doing the rounds, with an apparent match booked with Logan Paul. That's right, Logan Paul. The fight has been postponed several times, and it seems highly unlikely for it to actually take place. While a return to boxing might or might not happen, we'll tell you what Floyd does believe in. A saying that he apparently lives by is, "Women lie, men lie, numbers don't lie." Making it clear once again how much Floyd Money Mayweather loves money. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next one.